We all know smoking is bad. Today, it's just stress, addiction, and a habit millions are desperate to quit. But imagine inhaling smoke and believing you are talking to the gods. Or try telling a 16th century doctor that cigarettes will kill you. He would literally laugh in your face because back then, this wasn't a smoke break. It was a portal to the spirits and a cure for every disease. So, how did we go from sacred rituals to the biggest psychological scam of the 20th century? Long before Columbus ever got lost and found America, tobacco was already here. But it wasn't the tobacco we know today. It was much stronger, harsher, sometimes. It even caused hallucinations. You didn't just smoke it for fun. Smoke was considered food for the spirits. When you exhaled it into the sky, you were literally sending your prayers straight to heaven. This wasn't a habit. It was a ritual, a trance, pure magic. And honestly, if you lived back then, you'd probably believe it too. And then Europe stepped in. They brought this plant home, and Europe went completely insane. In the 16th century, doctors seriously believed tobacco was a holy herb. Got a migraine? Tobacco. A toothache? Tobacco. Even the plague. But now comes a moment that will either make you laugh or make you stop trusting history entirely. They actually did this. Doctors took tobacco smoke and blew it right up a patient's backside. Yes, tobacco enemas. They used them to resuscitate people who had nearly drowned. It sounds like absolute madness, but back then, this was cutting-edge medicine. Meanwhile, in the new American colonies, tobacco became more than a cure. It became currency. People paid taxes with it, bought land. They even used it to pay for the ship tickets of women coming from Europe to be their wives. It was literal green gold. And this is where we get to the wildest part. By the 20th century, tobacco corporations were making billions. But they had one massive problem. Women almost never smoked. Society considered it shameful. In some cities, a woman could even be arrested for smoking on the street. And that meant one thing. Corporations were losing exactly 50% of the market. Enter Edward Bernays, Sigmund Freud's nephew, and the father of modern PR. He understood one genius rule. To make women smoke, you don't sell them rolled up leaves. You sell them an idea. Easter Sunday, New York, 1929. A massive parade. Crowds, journalists. At Bernays' signal, a group of beautiful, famous women simultaneously pull out cigarettes and light them right in front of the cameras. But this wasn't random. It was staged. Bernays had already prepped the press, giving these cigarettes a name: Torches of Freedom. He brilliantly tied the cigarette to the women's rights movement. The message was flawless. You smoke, therefore you challenge male dominance. You are independent. You are equal. You are free. The history of cigarettes isn't really about nicotine. It's a history about us, from searching for gods to searching for cures, to becoming victims of genius marketing. The next time you see smoke, ask yourself, do we actually control our habits? Or are we just blindly consuming the ideas they successfully sold us a century ago?